HYBE in chaos? Jungkook's shocking confession leaves Jaehyun speechless. What's really going on? It happened faster than anyone expected. A few words from Jungkook, calm, measured, yet deeply unsettling, were enough to send shockwaves through the entertainment industry. There are things we were told not to say, he admitted during a recent appearance. That single sentence, quiet but loaded with meaning, has become the center of one of the biggest controversies in K-pop history. HYBE, the powerhouse behind BTS, suddenly finds itself under a microscope. What was Jungkook referring to? And why did his statement leave Jaehyun, the eldest member, often the pillar of composure, completely speechless? This is not just another celebrity headline. It's an unraveling. For years, HYBE and BTS have symbolized perfection, artistry, discipline, and unity under one global brand. But Jungkook's confession hinted at something darker behind the scenes, a controlled environment where silence was expected and truth was dangerous. His tone wasn't rebellious, it was weary. Sometimes protecting the group meant hiding ourselves, he said. That line alone has sparked an inferno of questions. What exactly were they hiding? And from whom? Jin's reaction, one moment of pure, unfiltered truth, only deepened the mystery. Cameras captured him glancing at Jungkook, eyes glistening, before saying softly, "He's telling the truth." It wasn't scripted. It wasn't for show. It was an acknowledgement that shattered years of speculation. Fans had long sensed something was off, forced smiles, cautious interviews, strained silences. Now, it seems those instincts weren't wrong, but what does this mean for HYBE? The company's silence has been deafening. No official statement. No clarification. Just a vacuum of information, allowing speculation to grow louder by the hour. Some industry insiders claim internal conflicts had been brewing for months, disagreements over creative freedom, overexposure, and emotional fatigue. Others suggest that Jungkook's revelation was not impulsive, but a carefully timed act of defiance before mandatory military enlistments fragmented the group further. Whatever the motive, the timing couldn't have been more critical. Fans, meanwhile, are divided. Some express unwavering support, praising Jungkook's courage to speak the truth even if it risks everything. Others feel conflicted, betrayed not by the members, but by the system that demanded their silence. Social media has become a battlefield of emotions, with hashtags like #ProtectJungkook, #WeBelieveJin, and #HYBETransparency now trending globally. But amidst the noise, one theme keeps resurfacing: authenticity. Was BTS truly free to be themselves all these years, or were they simply following a narrative designed to maintain perfection? What makes this moment more powerful is how real it feels. There's no marketing strategy, no orchestrated PR campaign. Just two artists standing at a crossroads between truth and loyalty. Jungkook's words weren't angry, they were liberating. And Jin's response wasn't defensive. It was resigned, the kind of reaction that comes from years of quiet endurance. Some believe this is the beginning of a reckoning not just for HYBE, but for the entire K-pop industry. For too long, entertainment companies have built empires on silence, controlling image, emotion, and even identity in pursuit of perfection. But Jungkook's confession breaks that illusion. It forces fans, journalists, and insiders to confront a painful truth. Behind the glamour, there may have always been cracks. Still, one question lingers in every discussion thread, every live stream, every fan forum. Why now? Was this a calculated exposure before enlistment, giving Jungkook freedom to speak without fear of immediate backlash? Or was it an emotional breaking point, a moment when silence became unbearable? The truth might be a mix of both, a personal rebellion and a collective awakening. HYBE's lack of response, however, speaks volumes. In an industry where image is everything, silence can be more dangerous than denial. The absence of transparency risks not only the company's reputation, but also the trust of millions of fans who built their emotional world around BTS's story. Could this be the first visible fracture in the empire HYBE worked so meticulously to create? And yet, amid the chaos, Jin's quiet support has given Jungkook's words legitimacy. "We're not perfect," Jaehyun later said in a follow-up message. "But we're real, and that has to matter." It's a statement that resonates beyond fandom, a reminder that behind every global phenomenon are human beings struggling to be heard. This is no longer just about a confession. It's about identity, integrity, and independence. The tension between corporate control and personal truth has reached its breaking point. Fans are beginning to question everything from past interviews to edited footage, from company statements to the carefully curated image of unity. What was genuine and what was performance? Perhaps the most unsettling part is that this revelation changes everything without offering closure. The questions it raises about artistic freedom, emotional manipulation, and corporate ethics will haunt the industry for years to come. As the world waits for HYBE's next move, one reality stands clear: this is not just a scandal. It's a shift, a moment when silence was broken and truth finally demanded to be heard. And so, the question remains to you, the reader, the fan, the observer. Do you believe this revelation is genuine? Or could it be another carefully orchestrated strategy to stir emotion and dominate headlines? In a digital age where every truth competes for attention, discernment becomes our greatest responsibility. Think critically. Ask questions. Challenge narratives. Because whether this moment is reality or manipulation, one fact is undeniable: Jungkook's words have changed everything, and HYBE will never be the same again. Would you like me to add a short SEO-rich description and tags? For Jungkook, Jin, HYBE, BTS, optimized for YouTube or Google visibility. HYBE in chaos? Jungkook's shocking confession leaves JN speechless. What's really going on? Extended reflection and critical analysis. The revelation shook the entire entertainment world, but now comes the harder question: how much of it is real? Jungkook's words were undeniably powerful, Jin's reaction was genuine and raw, and the silence from HYBE continues to fuel endless speculation. Yet, as the dust settles, fans are left with a deeper challenge: to separate emotion from evidence, truth from theatricality. Could this entire event be a sincere confession? Or is it perhaps a perfectly timed narrative designed to reignite global attention and sympathy? Let's pause for a moment and think critically. Why did this revelation surface now, after years of silence? Why did Jungkook, known for his professionalism and restraint, decide to speak out in such a public way? And more importantly, who benefits from this sudden wave of controversy? HYBE? The members themselves? Or perhaps the media platforms that thrive on virality and outrage? These are not easy questions, but they are necessary ones. Because in the era of digital sensationalism, truth often competes with clicks. When fans see emotional clips spreading across TikTok,